Welcome to Sunday School for Sunday, May 24th, 2026, for our junior students ages 9 to 11. I do not own the rights to this music. Today's Bible basis is coming out of Luke chapter 18, verses 15 through 17, and Mark chapter 10, verse 16. The title of today's story: First Pitch. Jason sat on the edge of his bed and stared at the baseball card. "Are you bummed, bud?" Dad leaned against the door frame. "Yeah." He barely even looked my way. Jason and Dad had waited in line for over an hour to see their favorite baseball player at the mall. They had been next in line when time ran out. He had glanced Jason's way, then turned and walked off. "I'm sorry, bud." "I know. Thanks for taking me." Jason set the card on his nightstand. The paper next to it was from last week's Sunday school. Jesus never turned the kids away. "You're right, he never did. He loved the little children and spent time with them even though the disciples said time was up. I wish that guy had been a little more like Jesus. It's not like he's playing right now. He's hurt." Jason grumped. "You're right," Dad answered slowly. "But we also need to remember Jesus forgave people. There may have been something else going on we didn't know about." Jason nodded. "All right, but that doesn't mean I'll stand in line for him again." Dad smiled. "You don't have to, but remember to keep an open mind." He tilted his head toward the living room. "Why don't we watch the ball game?" They sat on the couch and watched as their team prepared to take the field. There, dressed in blue jeans and his jersey, was Jason's favorite player. A little girl in a wheelchair was with him. He wheeled her out in front of the pitcher's mound and then went to catch her first pitch. The announcers explained the girl was his niece. Her parents had been killed in a car accident the year before, and she had been left in a wheelchair. "Guess it's better to trust people until they give us a reason not to." Jason grinned. That's what Jesus would do. Have you ever felt that someone let you down only to find out later they had a really good reason for it? How did you feel initially? What about later, when you found out the rest? Is it easier to trust that person again next time? The laying on of hands in blessing by an important member of the community has a long history in Jewish culture. The tradition appears to begin with Jacob blessing and adopting Joseph's sons in Genesis chapter 48, verse 14. The parents or caretakers of these children knew Jesus was an important person. They may not have understood that he was the Son of God, but they knew he was at least a prophet, and obtaining his blessing for their children would be a very good thing. The disciples, though, had different ideas about the most important things for Jesus to do with his time. Fortunately, Jesus saw the children and told his disciples it was a good thing to spend time with them. No one could enter the kingdom of heaven without having faith like a little child. Luke 18, verses 15 through 17. "And they brought unto him also infants, that he would touch them. But when his disciples saw it, they rebuked them. But Jesus called them unto him, and said, Suffer little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of God. Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of God as a little child shall in no wise enter therein." Mark chapter 10, verse 16. "And he took them up in his arms, put his hands upon them, and blessed them." Jesus showed his love for the children by inviting them to spend time with him. Talk with a partner about the ways you know your parents or others in your life love you. The memory verse: "Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of God as a little child shall in no wise enter therein." From Luke 18, verse 17. Has there been a time when you have been brushed or when you have brushed someone off, maybe a little brother or sister, and not found time to talk to them? Or promised them you would do something with them, like play a game, and gone back on that promise? What are some ways you can make it up to them this week? With your teacher, come up with some ways you can show love to the people in your life this week. Start by praying for the people that come to mind and praying for your acts of love toward them. Then carry out those plans. The end. God bless you and thank you for joining me today.